Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Razia and I'm here to help you make better skincare choices. I haven't done this in a while and let me just quickly explain my absence. You're welcome to fast forward if you can't be bothered listening to that. Just for a little bit of context, this is a very new channel. I've only had it for about 2 years. And for that first year, I was extremely consistent. And I started to lose that consistency around 6 months ago, maybe like 9 months ago actually. I started to get a little bit flaky on this channel, and then by the time 2022 came around, it really became something difficult for me to sit down in front of this camera and talk about skincare. I don't know why. I just had completely lost my inspiration and my motivation to make this kind of content. I was still over on Instagram, really active on TikTok, but I just wasn't as motivated and as productive as I had been the year before. So rather than continuing to make subpar content, I decided to go cold turkey, not make any YouTube content for a little bit, recharge, reassess what I want to do, and just come back to you all with content that you'd actually want to see. I hope you want to see this content from me anyway. I know it's been a while. Anyway, that's as much of an explanation as I can bear. If you have any other questions, leave them in the comments. I'm an open book, I'm happy to answer. But that's basically what it was. It was basically just a creative, productive block. Because this is a comeback / catch-up video, I thought it would be a good idea to round up the best skincare that I've tried of 2022 so far. It's June, we're at the halfway mark, which is crazy, but perfect timing and perfect excuse to do a skincare roundup. Since we're catching up, this is my major life update. I am a cat mum. This is Pumpkin, and she does not like being held. So if you hear little bells going on in the background, that's just her walking around. She doesn't like being held for too long, so that was as much of an introduction as I could get from her. Let's get stuck into the video with my first best of 2022. First up, we have the Lineage Water Bank line. A couple months ago, Lineage reformulated and relaunched their water bank line. The line now consists of 2 toners. We have a hydrating toner and an exfoliating toner. We've got a hydrating serum, we've got an eye cream, and then we have 2 moisturizers. One is a cream moisturizer, one is a gel moisturizer. The hydrating toner, the hydrating serum, and the cream moisturizer are my top 3 picks from this line. I do have dry skin, so no surprises there. All the products include an ingredient that's been created by Lineage themselves. They call it blue hyaluronic. It's basically a type of hyaluronic acid that holds a lot more moisture than the hyaluronic acid that we all know and love already. I'm gonna start with the blue hyaluronic revitalizing toner. This is a really great toner. There is something about Lineage and toners, they just know what they're doing. It's a very liquidy toner, as you can see, but there's a slight gel feel to it, but really sinks into the skin and really plumps the skin up really nicely. If you're after a good hydrating toner, I would suggest checking this one out. Next, we have the Blue Hyaluronic Hydrating Serum. We've got a nice twisty top packaging for this one. It does look like one of those products that has a refillable cartridge, but it's not refillable, and it has that really standard hydrating serum consistency. But again, if you're like me and you like hydrating serums and you like layering hydration into your skin, this is a very good hydrating serum. Along with the blue hyaluronic to hydrate the skin, you've also got peptides and green tea in there as well. And finally, we have the blue hyaluronic cream moisturizer. This is a really nicely formulated moisturizer. You've got your glycerin, your squalane, your blue hyaluronic, of course. There's some ceramides in there and allantoin as well. It's a really nice creamy texture, but the kind that doesn't feel too heavy or greasy on the skin, but it leaves the skin feeling very well hydrated all throughout the night. You all know me, you know how much I love a really good thick moisturizer, and this is one of those thicker moisturizers that isn't too overwhelming on the skin, which is really good. The whole line is available at Adore Beauty and at Sephora as well, so I'm gonna have everything linked in the description box for you as well. Next up, I have a product from a brand I've been wanting to try for a very long time, and that is the Naturium Purple Ginseng Cleansing Balm. I don't know if this product came out this year, but I tried it this year, so that's why I'm talking about it. This is a very good cleansing balm. The texture is very similar to any other cleansing balm. I don't see anything really different about this one, but just in terms of how well it works to quickly break down makeup, emulsifies with water, and then washes off with absolutely no residue left behind. It's also fragrance free, which is good for those of us that prefer to use less fragrance in our routines. Before trying this, my favorite cleansing balm was the Alpha H cleansing balm. That still is one of my favorite cleansing balms, one of the best ones I've used. That one is very buttery. This one is slightly less buttery, but still very good. And to be honest, I don't think I can pick between the two. They're both just as good as each other, and I guess, tied for first place. But if you've been considering trying out Naturium or trying out this cleansing balm, I definitely say go for it. It's a very good product. In terms of new launches, I think there definitely have been quite a few this year already. And this time, chemist brands are included in this as well. Dermabean is one of those brands. They've recently had a bit of a facelift, or they've basically just created a new line called Dermabean Face. And this includes a whole range of stuff. They've got a sunscreen, a moisturizer, I believe there's a hydrating serum, an eye cream. I haven't tried everything from this new line because when I go to Chemist Warehouse, they never have every product in stock. What I have tried is the regenerating night cream and the ultra light day lotion. I actually posted a review of this sunscreen to my Instagram just the other day. This is a really good sunscreen. It's one of those formulas that kind of just works for everyone. And you can see from the texture, it's got that really fluid, lightweight kind of consistency, which is, I think, a key part of why it's working for so many skin types. It leaves my skin with a nice satin kind of a finish, so not too glowy and not too matte. Looks good under makeup. It doesn't sting my eyes. There's no pilling, there's no white cast. It checks all of those boxes. If you've got more oily skin, you can definitely skip the moisturizer underneath. This would make a good 2-in-1 moisturizer sunscreen kind of a product. And then we've got the regenerating night cream. There's just something about the chemist brands. They really know how to make a good moisturizer. As much as I like some of those more luxury high-end moisturizers, you really can't go wrong with chemist brands and their moisturizers. They're all done so well. This Dermabean night cream is no different. Again, it's got that nice, occlusive, creamy kind of consistency that sinks right into the skin and does not leave your skin feeling greasy at all. It's really nice. Because these are Dermabean products, they've also got oat extract in the ingredients, which makes them really nice and soothing as well. So I think that's another reason why I've been really enjoying this night cream and the sunscreen this winter especially. While we're talking about chemist brands that have had a revamp, we have to talk about Cetaphil. They have just launched their Optimal Hydration line not too long ago. That includes a body spray moisturizer and a lotion. There is a hydrating serum. I think there's an eye cream as well. And there's a moisturizer as well. I've tried the body spray moisturizer, the hydrating serum, and I also tried the cream. First, let's talk about the Optimal Hydration Cream. For me, with extremely dry skin, it was a moisturizer that I would use during the daytime because I know I would be layering a hydrating sunscreen over the top. It's not the kind of moisturizer that I could wear at nighttime to bed because it wouldn't keep my skin well hydrated enough throughout the night. So if your skin is not as dry as mine, maybe you've got more normal / combo kind of skin, you might like that as a night cream. But if your skin is on the dry side like me, it makes for a good daytime moisturizer or a good summertime moisturizer when you don't need something too heavy. Next, we have the Optimal Hydration 48-Hour Activation Serum. All the products in this line basically contain a nice blend of ingredients that keep the skin hydrated for 48 hours. That's what they're claiming on the packaging. This is one of those hydrating serums that has a very emulsion creamy consistency, but as you're blending it into the skin, it really disappears and absorbs into the skin very fast. So next we have what I think is my favorite product from this line, and that is the body spray moisturizer. Just like it says, it's a spray, so you open it up and you spray it directly onto the skin, and this is pretty much what it comes out of the bottle looking like. And you spread it around and it absorbs right in. I know a lot of us can be a little bit lazy when it comes to using body moisturizer, so that's exactly why I love this product. It's the perfect body moisturizer for all of us that just can't be bothered using a body moisturizer. All you do with this one, you step out of the shower, you spray it all over your body and rub it in, and within 2 seconds, it has absorbed into your skin. It absorbs into the skin so quickly, and it doesn't leave any of that residue that body moisturizer can leave behind sometimes. You know when you apply a body moisturizer and then you just have to stand there, wait for it to absorb into your skin so you can put your clothes on? You don't have to do this with this one. It absorbs right in, you do not feel it on the skin whatsoever, but your skin feels moisturized. Good job on this one, Cetaphil. Really good job. And the last bunch of products I'm going to be talking about are these ones from Hero Cosmetics. Again, these aren't new launches, but they're new to me, so that's why we're talking about them. First, we have the original Mighty Patch. And then I have the Rescue Balm, which is a post-blemish recovery balm. For me, spot treatments a lot of the time can overpromise and underdeliver. There's no product that's going to get rid of your pimples overnight, you know what I mean? And if you do have really breakout skin, it's best to just treat the skin as a whole with skincare products rather than spot treatments. But if you do get the odd breakout every now and then, spot treatments really do come in handy. And that's basically what I like using pimple patches for. When I did have really acne prone skin just a year ago, pimple patches were not the thing I was reaching for, because what are pimple patches gonna do for someone with cystic acne, you know what I mean? But if you do get the occasional blemish every now and then, and you get an occasional whitehead, using a pimple patch is a really great way to treat the area. These ones work very well, they're priced well, they're available on Amazon, so you get them like the next day if you've got Prime. They're available on iHerb as well, and I believe the Hero Cosmetics website do ship to Australia as well. So very accessible, affordable, and they're very effective. They're very sticky, they stay put, they don't slide around, and they're very good at sucking up any excess gunk and flattening pimples. For me, these types of pimple patches, they only work on pimples that have already been popped, or they formed a really juicy whitehead and they're just about to burst. If you've got a really inflamed cystic type of pimple, this kind of product is absolutely gonna do nothing for you. This is for when you've popped an area or when you're just about to pop an area. Once you're done with your pimple patches, that's when the Rescue Balm comes in. This is basically just a skin healing recovery balm. Once you've popped your pimple, once you've taken the pimple patch off, you're left with a wound in your skin. I think a lot of us forget that any broken skin, including a popped pimple, is basically a wound that needs to be healed. That's why these pimple patches work so good, because they're a very hydrating wound dressing essentially. They keep the moisture in the area while also absorbing any excess oil, and that's why they're so good at sucking up any pimple gunk, flattening the area while also keeping the area moisturized so it doesn't form a scab. And then when you've taken your pimple patch, putting on a healing balm or a healing cream basically encourages the skin to heal. It encourages the wound to heal, and it basically just prevents the pimple from drying out and from scabbing over. And because this is promoting the skin to heal quite quickly, it's also lessening any scarring in the area as well. You can do it AM, PM, overnight, whatever you like. Just dab a little bit of this on there, and then you see the next day just how much less redness there is in that area. Within a couple days of using this, you really have a fully healed area. At the moment with my skin, I'm at a place where I'm only getting a breakout every now and again. So using a duo like this really comes in handy for me. If you do have more blemish prone skin, maybe your breakouts are a little bit larger, I still think this product specifically would really come in handy for you, just with decreasing some of the inflammation and decreasing some of the scarring you get post pimple. This one is available in different sizes as well. I know I've got a really small one here, but they do have quite large tubes of this as well. It's very well priced as well, so one of those really accessible products, which I really, really like. I'd love to know what products you've all been enjoying as well so far this year. Let me know what those are in the comments, and I'll definitely have to check some of those out as well. Just as much as you might enjoy what I'm using, I really enjoy hearing what you are using as well. So please let me know in the comments down below. I definitely plan on being a lot more regular with this YouTube thing, so make sure you leave me a like and subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you're notified when I put up that next upload. And I will see you all in the next one.